Brilliant. We will do a little bit of balance. We'll do a little bit of mobilization as always. So we think, yeah, we're just going live on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn now. So great that we're on LinkedIn. Thank you for joining if you're on any of those platforms. And we are Wednesday morning. So Wednesdays, we focus just that little bit more on movement with breath, obviously underlying everything. And today, oh, Yvonne's got a Costa Brava t-shirt on. I think that's my favorite Costa Brava t-shirt, actually, that one. And it's a nice color, that. Today, I want to just focus a little bit also on the balance aspect of our Breathe, Balance, Move classes. So we'll have a little bit of exploration of balance, because balance is so important in terms of stability, in terms of movement, in terms of longevity. So it's always good to be able to balance well. We're going to start off with making ourselves feel a little bit imbalanced, and you might feel a little bit dizzy, which is absolutely fine. If it feels horrendous, then just slow it down or don't do it. But you're just going to bring your arms out to the side, and we're going to rotate 7 times to the right. Now that's my right. It might be the opposite direction to you, but go your right. So you're just going to rotate 7 times. When you've done those 7 times, you just let your arms rest by the side and just take a moment. So you might feel a little bit dizzy, a little bit disorientated. That's fine, as long as it doesn't feel horrendous. And then you're just going to have your feet hip width apart. Actually, bring them a little bit closer. So maybe if you think of a fist in between the 2 feet there, so you go fist width apart, so they're just that little bit closer. And you're just going to very gently rock forward, so you feel the pressure coming towards the ball of the feet. Not to the point where you're grabbing or gripping. And then you're just going to very gently rock backwards till you feel the weight on the heels, a little bit more weight on the heels. So gentle rock forwards and rock backwards. So just do a little bit of gentle rocking forwards and backwards. And have in mind the idea that you're moving from your center. So this is a typical Qigong, Tai Chi focus of moving from the center. So think of your center just below the belly button, in towards this spine, so in the pelvic area. So if you move this center point forward, you feel the weight shift to the balls of the feet. If you move the weight center point back, you shift to the heels. Upper body balances on top. So here you've got your, in Qigong we call it the lower dantian. Here you've got your chest, so think about the center of gravity of the chest. That's balanced on top of the center of gravity of the pelvis. So lower dantian, middle dantian, and then coming up, center of gravity of the head, upper dantian. And you have these 3 centers of gravity just balanced on top of each other. So if I whiz round to the side, you can still keep gentle rocking forwards and backwards. You'll just see everything is hovering, everything is balancing, shifting forwards, shifting backwards. I'm not rigid, I'm not holding stiff and tight like this. There's a freedom to that movement. There's a ripple to the movement. Think about the spine wave that we do when we do spinal cord breathing and things. So making sure as we come towards the front of the foot that we're not tipping forwards. And as we shift towards the heel, that we're not falling backwards. So these three centers of gravity, just floating, hovering. When we practice bamboo at the wind at the end of the sessions, you might find that happening naturally. Here we're consciously moving. And then we're going to start to shift that center side to side. And again, those three centers of gravity are connected. This looks great when you watch everybody on the screen on the Zoom. We're really just rocking side to side. And feel that sort of like micro flow of the movement. So when we're doing some of the bigger movements, and I'm saying lead with the hips or lead with the center, notice that as you shift the weight to one side, the body follows. There's a tiny, tiny delay with that upper body. So I'm not quite going into dog wags the tail, but there's a very subtle ripple through the spine. I'm not rigid. I'm not doing this. Shoulders are relaxed, face is relaxed. Let's step the feet out now to shoulder width. And then just do that rotation. So again, it's a tiny, tiny movement. It's the movement that starts knocking. But all we're doing is tiny, tiny movement, not even into knocking. Those three centers of gravity balanced. How do your feet feel in connection to the ground? Softening into the ankles, softening into the knees, softening into the hips. What I'd like you to do is just keep facing forwards as well. So we're getting that ripple, that we're getting the wave through the rotation through the spine without turning the whole body side to side. So facing forwards and just getting that very subtle movement through the hips, through the spine. And actually, if we're facing forward, you're going to get very subtle movement through the neck. So I'm not physically turning my head, but I'm just getting these micro movements, micro flows through the body. And then we're just going to turn that into knocking. Breathing easy in and out through the nose. slowing down into water waves. And then just taking a moment back to hip width, standing tall. It's going to flying, so we're going to bring a bit of balance into the flying. So breathing in, elbows soft, fingers soft, wrists soft, breathing out. Just evenly balanced between both feet for the moment. Feeling that contact with the ground. Following your own rhythm, so following the breath, let breath guide the movement. And then I'm just going to mirror you, and we're going to shift the weight to the right side of the body and just peel the left heel off the ground. So the left ball of the foot stays on the ground. We just peel the heel, and then we shift to the other side. So shift to the left, stabilize, peel the right heel, and then just shifting side to side. Stabilize first. So you're strong down that support side of the body, and then just freeing up the hip, knee, and ankle of the opposite side where you're peeling the heel. And on the strong side, really feel that connection through the ground. It's almost like you're taking your heel deep into the ground, 6 inches below the ground. And you're lifting and lengthening from the spine as well. So from the crown of the head, you're tall with the upper body. Just settle into a really nice rhythm. How do the arms feel? How do the shoulders feel? Soften into the elbows, soften into the wrists and the fingers. And keeping the effortless flow with the breath and with the movement, but just making it a little bit more challenging if you feel comfortable to make it a little bit more challenging. And that is just as you shift the weight, rather than just peel the heel, you just lift the knee. but keep the breath smooth. Keep it as calm and relaxed. You can step out a little bit to make sure that you keep balanced. Stabilize down that support side. Keep tall and lengthen and lift. Keep the rhythm, keep the flow. Making sure that the breath is smooth. And if there's any pain, or if the breath starts to become a little bit chaotic, just go back to just very gentle. The whole idea is that we're keeping the flow moving. So it's not about forcing or straining. If this is more appropriate, just do this. It's the purpose of the exercise. And then just take a rest. Give your arms a little bit of a shake. Done quite a nice arm workout there. Shake from the shoulders. Quite nice just to slightly hang forwards and just shake it from the shoulders. Do a bit of washing machine with the legs. So tapping the heels into the ground, getting that vibration going through the legs. And then slowing it down, slowing it down, slowing it down, slowing it down. Stand for a minute. If you want to just open the shoulders, that's absolutely fine. If you want to just let your arms hang by the side, absolutely fine. Letting the breath settle. Let's now step forwards on the, if I'm mirroring you again, I think I'm on the right leg if I'm mirroring you. And then just ball of the foot on that left leg, and you're just slightly out to the side. So you're just using this left leg as a stabilizer. So majority of weight is on that right side. And you're just going to reach down. It's like you're just going to go and pick something up off the floor, reaching down so that hip glides back. Just picking something up off the floor, and that right arm, the arm there just counterbalances, and then you come back up to standing. So same thing, but use that hip going back. So even though we're picking something up on the floor, I'm not tilting forwards. I'm keeping that chest lifted, and I'm using, you should feel it on that glute. So you're reaching down, coming back up to standing. This is literally just counterbalancing here, reaching down, using this leg, pushing into the ground, coming up to standing. Let's do two more, reaching down. Again, any pain, stop. So I want you to keep the chest lifted. I want you to keep looking forwards. Good. So I prefer, even if you get to here, looking forwards, that's better than, I'm just going to reach over down there. So I want you to really be working on this hip, this leg here, and then we're balancing. This is literally just counterbalancing. So you should feel a little bit of work going there in that glute as well. So swapping sides. So predominantly balancing on that front leg. Use this leg wherever feels comfortable to stabilize. So ball of the foot. Use this arm, whatever feels comfortable to stabilize, this back arm. And again, you're lowering and then pushing down, coming up to standing. Lowering. Nice and steady and slow. Let's do 2 more. You can use this arm however you want to counterbalance. Good, come up to standing. Let's do a little bit more washing machine. Let's go back shoulder width apart. So we've done the squat in a few different ways. We've done the tiger, which we know and like and love. Good old tiger. We've also done the one where you can just hold. This one, what I want us to do is as we go down, we just reach up. And then as we come up, arms go back down to the side. So again, this is nice and keeping that upper body lifted. So it's like jumping, slow motion jump. Yay! Just as you're coming down, or as you're standing up actually, just bring those arms back a little bit. It's quite nice just to give you that little stretch as you bring your arms back, as if you are creating that little bit of momentum. Make sure you are breathing and not straining. Slowly up. Let's do 2 more. Standing tall. Slightly different one now. Again, still focusing on balance. I want you to step forwards. Use that back leg to step back, but this time rather than just have all of the weight shifting onto that front leg, or the majority of the weight shifted onto that front leg, still have some weight on that back leg and reach down. So you're using back leg as well. So we're on the ball of the foot, but you're pushing that ball of the foot, that back leg into the ground as well. You can go as wide as you need, just find a nice space. So it's like you're going to reach down, if you can reach onto the floor. Again, if this is too much of a strain, just stay doing what we're just doing. You're shifting the weight forwards, then you're rolling back, coming up to stand. Slowly come up slowly, and then swap sides. So balance, but we're not just on that front leg, we've got that back leg as well, nice and solid on that back leg, lowering. Slowly up, don't come up too quickly. And again, only if it feels comfortable. Down, placing the hand on the floor, shifting, weight forwards onto the hand, shifting back, and slowly coming up to standing. And then having a good shake out of the legs. Breathing in. Breathing out. Who's getting tingling sensations down their spine? As you breathe in, lift that chest. Look up. Interlocking the thumbs. Bringing the feet together. Elbows just resting to the side. Bamboo in the wind, where you're not deliberately moving, but you're just allowing, I nearly fell over then, allowing the body just to gently rock and sway. Lovely, and take a calm, full breath in. Have a little stretch. Brush down. Excellent, bit of balance, bit different squats and things there. So hopefully energized you for the day. If you have any questions, as I always say, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. If there's anything you want to work on in these sessions, let me know and we can start integrating them into the sessions. Just to let you know, I'm doing a retreat, or I'm doing a workshop in Porto in October. I know we've mentioned it before, 3rd to the 5th of October, but I've had a few people asking if there is an Oxygen Advantage certification with that. There wasn't, but now if you do want to do the Oxygen Advantage instructor training, you can do that workshop, and then we also have some add-ons to that for Oxygen Advantage instructor training. So we've got some people who come in just to do the Qigong and Oxygen Advantage. The content of the workshop will stay the same, but a couple of people now are doing the instructor training. We're not separating you out at that workshop. We're all doing exactly the same in the workshop. But if you do want to do the instructor training, you can come along to that workshop as well. It's on the website at adventuresinmovement.com if you need more information, or if you want to chat to me about it, if you've got any questions, do get in touch with me as well. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of the week. Stay coolish if it's still hot wherever you are. Look after yourselves and have a great rest of the week. Good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.